Hey guys, Welsknight here, and welcome back to another episode of FTB Beyond. I hope you guys are having an awesome day. I am having a fantastic day. I want to apologize for not having a video, an FTB Beyond video out on Thursday. I was really hoping to get one out, and I just ran out of hours in the day. Sometimes that happens. It's okay though. Just want to reassure you, this series is not done. It's not going away. I figure we've got at least... I know I want to take this series to at least episode 50, maybe longer than that. We'll have to see kind of where we're at that point. But yeah, it's not. This is not going to be a series that I just end and don't say a word about why it's ended. But in today's episode, I want to do a bit more with Draconic Evolution. That's kind of why I ran out of time with the last episode. I was doing a lot of off-camera grinding, building up Draconic resources and stuff like that. So I made a bunch of Draconic cores. I made some Wyvern energy cores and some, and in my refined storage system, I also have a fair amount of awakened Draconium as well. And the first thing I want to do today is I want to make the Draconic armor, the orange stuff. So I've got the 4 Wyvern pieces, and we're going to upgrade those to Draconic armor instead. Each one is going to take 2 Awakened Draconium ingots, an Awakened core, and a Draconic energy core to make. So let's get all that stuff out. Let's go like so. And... oh. Wait a minute. Hold on. Did I... oh, I didn't actually... I need to make these. Oh, I'm an idiot. I spent all this time off camera grinding and trying to prepare for this. And then like an idiot, I didn't actually do it. Good job, self. Shame on me. Okay, so Draconic energy cores, I'm going to need 4 of these, and each of those are going to require 4 Wyvern energy cores and a Wyvern core. Okay, so let's look at the Wyvern energy cores right here. So I've got, I'm going to need 20 of these. There we go. And then we'll toss those in here and turn those into Draconic energy cores. There we go. So now... oh, and I'll take that one back. Thank you. Okay, and then I need to make the Draconic cores. No. What was the other thing I need? Is it Awakened? Yeah, here we go. I need to make Awakened cores, and those are each going to require 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Draconium ingots and 4 Wyvern cores. Okay, so we can do that. Let's just do the first one together. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I believe it's a nether star, right? Yeah. Okay. So let's grab 1 nether star out of there. We'll toss that guy in here. Get that charging. We're going to need to make 4 of these. Looks like it does charge pretty fast. Also, I did make a minor change back here. I did have 1 flux point, and then I was running the... whatever the highest tier of energy conduit is. These guys, the Ender energy conduits. But it wasn't transferring power fast enough to charge this. Oh no, I messed it up. I shouldn't have done that. Oh, shame on me. Okay, there we go. We're fine. It wasn't charging fast enough, so I swapped... I basically tied each one of these into a flux point directly so that they can get energy a lot faster, which I think is a wise decision, because otherwise this would take even longer, and this is already a relatively grindy process because you have to do it so many times. So... there is our first Awakened core. Now I need to make 3 more of those. All right, guys, I am back. So I've got my 4. Go into the system. No? What is my system full? I feel like my system might be full. No? Huh. Although that actually has a thing for it. Can I put my Ring of Speed in there? No, I think my system may actually be full. Holy cow, really? Is that a thing? We need to go and look at this. If it is, I know exactly what it's from. It's from our Void resource miner that we set up before. Yeah, look at that. My system is entirely full. Holy cow. Okay. So, yeah, we're gonna have to do something about that as well. And I think we should probably shut off our Void resource miner because it just filled that entire thing with lots of things. So, temporarily, and that means a good portion of my system is probably backed up. So let's just kill the power to it for the moment. We'll let this thing drain. Oh, no. Here's what we'll do. We'll put you here. We'll put that back. We'll just get rid of the item conduit. So this thing will still work. It just won't have a place to output items to. Okay. Anyway, that's not where I want to be going. Try again. This way? Aha! There we go. All right, so anyway, the next thing we need to do is actually upgrade these things. So, for each of these, we need 1 Awakened Core and 1 Draconic Energy Core. And we'll put those here, and then toss our chest plate or whatever other piece of armor in, and that will turn it into the Draconic version, which is a significant upgrade, has more RF that it can hold, it provides better armor. I mean, it's just, overall, it's a much better armor, and it's very, very, very powerful. So, we'll let this thing do its thing. There we go, almost. And while we're doing that, what do we have in here? Basalt. I don't think I have a storage drawer for that. I don't know. There's some other stuff here, too, that I probably don't have a storage drawer for, which is backing up my system. But there we go. We've got our Draconic chestplate. And look at that. That is a pretty sweet-looking piece of armor, if I do say so myself. So, I'm going to go ahead and make the other 3 pieces, and then I'll be back. And there we go. I have it all. I have the full set of Draconic armor. Now, if we hit, I think it's unbound by default in the mod pack, but if we hit a hotkey, I've set mine to K, brings up this little HUD, right? And we can configure different things. We can configure the HUD. We can configure night vision to be on, only to be applied when I'm in a dark area. We can say always on regardless of night level. So if I turn this on, for example, and it's relatively dark over here, in fact, let's do that, okay? So you can see, now here, it's like, it's always on. We've got night vision, etc., right? I'm going to turn this off, and I'm actually going to turn that off as well, because I kind of like being able to see the shadows. Now, there's other things too. There's flight speed. So this Wings of the Bat, don't need that anymore. With Draconic armor, I can fly. I don't need that in taking up inventory space anymore. And as for my Ring of Speed, you know, I'm really slow right here. But if we go into enable the modifier, inertia cancellation, creative, I think, yeah, we'll put that on. Vertical boost, 600%. Look at how quick, look at how quick you can go up and down. This is just crazy, right? So you know how fast it is with creative flight? Look how fast I can go up and down with this. That's just ridiculous. It's not to mention awesome. So we can do that. We can do all sorts of things. If we go to our boots, there's step assist, which I can turn on or off. I'm going to actually turn it off. Well, yeah, let's turn that off. Boost on sprint. We'll say yes. Jump modifier, right? So I can jump 2 blocks, 3 blocks actually, instead of just the normal 1. So that's a very cool thing. Draconic leggings. Sprint, much faster. Okay. So you can see, look how fast I can travel with this, which is crazy. I mean, there's just so many things you can do with this. Flight speed in general, 600%. Look how fast I can fly around the world. You could just configure all of that stuff, and I can get around very, very quickly. Now, do I really want it set that high? No. No, I don't. Because if I do, it's going to be insane. So let me get this configured about to where I want it, and then I'll be back with you. All right, so I think everything is configured the way I want. What we need to do now is we need to figure out what stuff we have in here that is, like what? Wow, I'm actually running really low on stuff. But anyway, what we really need to do, our inventory, our storage system is just in shambles right now, right? It's a mess mostly because of that void ore resource miner. So I have like all this stuff that's taking up just massive, massive amounts of space. And as a result, my storage system is like completely and totally full right now. So I want to take some of these things. All right, guys, I am back. I'm very sorry about that. I had a little bit of a crash there for some reason. I don't know what happened, but when I pulled something out of my wireless crafting grid, everything died. That's okay. So I think what I want to do is we're going to take these guys just for the moment, and we're going to replace those with, actually, what I really need is, there we go, the 2x2 basic drawers. So let's make a couple of those, right? And I also need my key, which is probably in here as well, right? Yeah. There we go. So we'll put that guy down, lock it, that guy down, lock it, that guy down, lock it. Oh, it's filling up so fast. Oh, it's filling up so fast. Oh no. Okay. Here's what. Wow, look at the look at the stuff just fly in. Okay. So I guess we'll have to lock it first. Let's go like so. There we go. And then we're gonna go. I guess we'll just use this chest transporter right here because we need to make sure it's locked. Please. Why does it zoom in so much? That's a little funky. Okay. Anyway. And then we'll take this one, do that, lock it, and nope, not there, right there. There we go. All right, so we're going to do something along those lines, I think. And then I have all this coal ore, so I think I'm going to put that in here, right? Then we'll go to our upgrades. I've got a ton of these and a ton of these. And in here, we're going to say do that, right? So we'll have a whole bunch of upgrades there. And we'll do the same for all of these as well, so that they will fill up, but anything left over will get voided, which I'm honestly completely okay with. So there we go. That opens up a lot of different things that we can add to our system here. So over here, I think we'll put mica. We'll put alabaster. We've also probably got quite a lot of like podzol, white hardened clay, a lot of that different stuff too. So I'm going to go through and fill those up with all the various things that are taking up ridiculous amounts of space in my storage system, and then I'll be back with you. All right, guys, I am back. I think I've got it all arranged, so now I just need to put the stuff through. I need to put all of these through this disk manipulator so that we can have all the storage space opened up to us. Yeah, that's basically what needs to happen, right? So essentially what we're doing here is anything that goes through the disk manipulator is basically being rerouted back into the system. And if it is one of these things that we added a drawer for, it's going to go into the drawer instead, which is super important because it's going to open up a bunch of storage space, because a bunch of this stuff that was taking up space in our system, right, is things that we do actually have space for. They just need to go into the right place. So that's essentially what it all boils down to. I am an idiot. So I've got it all fixed. I figured out what happened. It wasn't the void resource miner at all. In fact, wow, the speed is real with this draconic armor. That's going to take some getting used to. I may have to turn it down a little bit more. In fact, what happened was my external storage here, at some point I broke this and replaced it, and I forgot to set the priority. So what was happening was all of the items coming into our system, which includes wood, all this type of stone, coal, everything you see on this wall, right? All of these different items were not going into here. They were going into my system because I had the priority messed up. What a noobish thing to do, man. Facepalms all around. Anyway, so let's get back to Draconic Evolution. Now that we've got that all figured out, I want to get back into Draconic Evolution a little bit. So if we hit K, there's all this stuff, right? And what we can actually do is we can install upgrades on these things. So if we look at Draconic Evolution, there's a whole bunch of different upgrades, right? There's shield capacity and shield recovery and movement speed, which I really don't think I need to upgrade. I'm fast enough as it is. But there's all these different things that we can do to basically make these better, okay? So what I want to do, I think, is I want to make a shield capacity thing. And there's different tiers of this. I don't know if I need to make this Wyvern Core. Oh, okay. So I see. There's a basic one. And then there's a... Oh, I think I see how that works. So we need to make this and then probably infuse it with these materials that you see over here, right? And that's probably what does it? I think? That's my guess. Let's give it a try. So let's make a diamond chest plate. Toss that in here. We'll do this, okay? So we've got our shield capacity thing, and then basic, we need 2 golden apples, 2 diamonds, 2 eyes of enders, and then the upgrade key, shield capacity. So let's go 2 golden apples, 2 eyes of ender. What else did it say we need? We need 2 diamonds and a draconic core. Okay, so there's our draconic core, and then 2 diamonds. And I think that's how this works. I may be wrong, though, because I haven't done this before. And you know what? There's probably people saying, Welsknight, you idiot, read the book. It's in the book. And it probably is. But I want to try and figure this out for myself first. And if this doesn't work, then I'll read the book. Okay, so let's do that. Let's throw this in here. No, that's not how it works. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna read the book. Okay, so I was actually really close, just not super. I was a little bit off. So what we actually need to do is put all of this stuff over here, and then, wait, this one right here, and then put this in here and infuse it, and it will have the upgrade, right? Shield capacity upgrade. So we do that, and then there's several tiers of this upgrade. So eventually I'd like to get up to the Draconic one. That would be pretty fantastic. But in order to do that, I need to do the previous tiers first. So this is like the basic, right, that we're doing right now. And then next, we'll need to do the Wyvern one, which is not currently showing, but it will. And then I can do the stuff for the Draconic one. And I have all the stuff that I need to actually do it. I just got to actually go through the process. So let's see. There's the Wyvern. I need 2 Nether Stars, 2 Draconic Cores, 2 Emeralds, and a Wyvern Core. Okay, I can do that. Anyway, let me get to this. Oh, and you keep the shield capacity upgrade. Oh, cool. So that gave us a nice boost to our shield capacity. That's pretty cool. I like that. The fact that you keep the shield key. That's awesome. Okay, anyway, I'm going to go through the other tiers. I'm going to upgrade the shield capacity and probably the shield recovery as well, which will be how fast the shield recovers. And that'll pretty much make me immortal. So let me get to it. All right, guys, I am back, and I've been grinding away at this for a little while. I've changed my mind. I don't think I'm really going to spend that much time on the shield capacity in the Draconic armor and the shield recovery, because the thing is, I'm pretty much invincible without it. Like, there's not really going to be anything that I'm planning on tackling in this pack that is going to really be able to kill me wearing this anyway. However, what would be very beneficial would be better tools and a sword. Because this pickaxe still doesn't even have the ability to insta-mine. It has fortune, which is great, but it's not amazing. And my sword maxes out at 15 damage. My shovel is still kind of terrible, as is my hatchet. Like, my tools, even though we're on, what, episode 40-something of this series now, my tools are still not amazing. So I think I'm going to make some Draconic stuff. Check out the Draconic the Draconic sword. 35 attack damage. 35 in comparison to this 15 on the demonic broadsword from Tinkers that I've got here. Like, that's more than double. And this thing hasn't even been upgraded yet. This pickaxe has the ability to dig in a 5x5 already, and that can be upgraded, as can the speed. And the speed on it isn't... That was the wrong button. That was very much the wrong button. One by one. Oh, oops, my bad. The speed isn't horrendous. Like, let's just kind of put this back now that I broke the whole... I can't believe I did that. But, I mean, as you can see, the speed here is not, like, super bad. It's not terrible. Let's do a little of that, and then maybe put this guy here. And then we'll do this, and you go there. There we go. So this speed isn't bad, but I'd like to upgrade these to the point where if this thing could, like, insta-mine stone, that would be ideal. That would be a good thing. Oh, please, game. Oh, there we go. Thank you. So I want to upgrade these a few times. I think I'm going to try and upgrade maybe all of these to... I don't know about the AoE. I think it's at 5x5. Presumably it'll go from 5x5 to 7x7 to 9x9 to maybe like 11x11 or something like that. I don't know. Either way, I'm going to spend some time upgrading these tools, and then I'll be back. All right, guys, I am back. I've been doing some major upgrading to all the things. Check this out. So if we look at our sword, attack radius goes up to 4 now, which is pretty crazy. We've got 61.25 attack damage. This thing does 4 times the damage that our last sword did. This pickaxe can do a 9x9 dig, and it instamines. I don't know if it instamines obsidian, but it seems to instamine just about everything else. Like, even flying in the air, instamine. Which is pretty insane. I want to test this thing out. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at the range. Oh man, I want to find a group of enemies like these guys. Oh man, this thing is awesome. Yeah, I basically kill everything now with no problems. That's insane. Okay, let's try this thing out. So let's, oh, wrong thing. Here we go. Dig AoE. Let's turn that up to 9x9. Look at how fast. Look at how fast we cleared that out. Oh, that's just insane. That is insane. Now, what? Oh, okay, so there's some sort of weird texture thing, but it's basically just more cobble. I wonder if it does that, if it, like, brings it all into one thing, so that you don't end up with a million entities in the ground. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, okay, so basically I'm invincible now. I hit that guy from like 5 blocks away. Wow. Okay. So yeah, I think I'm gonna call this a success. Can I should be able to, yep. One shot Enderman. I think about the only thing that I probably couldn't one shot would be like the Wither or the Ender Dragon. And I think that's about it. Everything else, I can probably one-shot. Die. Hit. Yep, there we go. As long as I land the hit, it kills everything. This stuff, this is so... I think I want to take a creeper right to the face. Let's see. Look at that. Didn't even phase me. No damage. Barely did anything to my shield, and that was a creeper directly to the face. I think we're set. I think we are in good shape. Unfortunately, though, guys, I am out of time for this episode. So, my friends, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave me a comment. I do appreciate it, and it really helps out my channel. You can also find me on Facebook, Twitter, and Twitch. There are links in the video description below, so check that out as well. Otherwise, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll definitely see you next time.